What is the deal, good people? It's your boy, your big homie, Kicks God, back in the building. Today we are talking about something very particular and interesting. It's an interesting topic. So I'm going to attempt to it's kind of an ongoing it's not a debacle, but it's an ongoing question that's kind of been ringing off in my mind, in the back of my mind, and you know, I kind of posed it to myself. So I guess I'll dive right in. What is the deal, or not even so much as what is the deal? Can one say that sneaker collaborations, i.e. Off-White, Undefeated, whatever collaboration, you got the Concepts collaboration from the Concept store that is located in Manhattan, and any other collaboration. Has collaboration Jordans and collaboration sneakers saved Nike? And I want to attack that from different angles. So I'd say the first angle is I want to just touch on and speak briefly about Nike's budget plan. And you know, I say that loosely because listen, I can talk for days about what Nike does, how much money Nike makes, and it's a lot of money. They make in upwards of, I would say, I mean, when you include Jordan Brand with Nike, even though it's its own entity, but Nike probably makes somewhere in the high hundred millions. All right, I would say a year, and that's for $1 billion company in the scheme of things. So when I say high hundred millions, they may make something like, remember, because it's not just apparel that we're capable or we're able to purchase. They have the deals with the NBA. They have the deals with the NFL, and wherever else Nike does business, and whomever else, whatever entity that Nike does business with, you have that section of Nike that's making its own money. All right, now you got that over there. Now you have what we purchase as consumers. That's whatever amount it is. I don't want to start pulling numbers because I am not in total possession of facts. However, let's just say it's in the upper millions. Fine. Now you have whatever else that Nike does in the scheme of things, right? So now you have Jordan Brand, and of which Jordan Brand for certain items that Jordan Brand puts out has to pay licensing fees to Nike wherever Nike branding is present. Just because Jordan Brand spun off from Nike doesn't necessarily mean that it's like, okay, you're going to be your own entity and we're not going to charge you for anything. However, Jordan Brand is $1 billion company. All right, it's without question. So, and because Nike, its inception, Jordan, or the Jordan apparel inception was a Nike product. So they basically took Jordan Brand and made its own entity, yes, Jordan Brand still has to pay Nike for whatever Jordan Brand has to pay them. All right. So now we have all of that understood. Now we have the other side of the coin where people are saying, oh, well, Nike isn't doing well, and Nike, Adidas is stomping them out, and Adidas just jumped over the Jumpman, and again, you're gonna hear me incorporate Jordan for certain conversations with Nike, and then you might hear me separate Jordan in certain conversations. So, all right, we get it. Adidas superseded in a way. I talked about that in another video. Do your due diligence and check that video out. However, in no way, shape, or form is Nike pressed for money. When you're a $1 billion institution or $1 billion company, what may happen is they may set the bar yearly bar they may set at a certain number, and if they don't hit that number, then it's like, okay, well, we are in the eyes of the public, okay, well, they're doing bad because they may have a yearly quota. Let's say if like, put it for instance, in my job or my field of work, we are budgeted for, let's say we're budgeted for 10 million, right? So the year goes by and we exceeded our budget. Okay, well, that's a problem in essence because it simply means we're spending too much money. All right. So now when we don't meet the budget, what happens the following year is we are no longer budgeted for $10,000. So if we don't hit the budget by $2 million. Well, now our budget is $8 million. All right. So now if we break even, we can continue or ask for more money. Hey, we broke even, we may need a couple more millions, or if we exceed, look, they'll make a case in point or an argument about what we may need because this is what's going on. We have training, we have this, we have that. Okay, cool. Very similar to Nike, similar in a way, when they set their target mark for this amount and they don't make it, they have to now do one or two things. Either raise the price for what is currently available, what is currently out, or what will come out in the future, or cut production. So where you cut production where you can, maybe it's in R&D, maybe it's in I don't know, maybe it's in one of those more popular things with those that manage and maintain the appearance of sneakers. All right. Okay. Well, you're wondering why there's glue stains all over a sneaker. Well, yeah, they cut that. They cut that by a certain amount. Where maybe they cut manpower. So that's what they do. That's what businesses do when they either don't hit the mark or come below or don't hit the mark, or they are just hitting the mark. If they exceed how much they make throughout the course of the year, well, then it's a win. So now, when we speak about collaborations, well, collaborations brings a pretty decent amount of money to both businesses in a sense. All right. I'm almost certain that it's more of a exposure thing for the lesser of the two. All right. If you see like the undefeated Air Max 97. All right. Well, Undefeated is on a design that has already been out. It's you know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. It just so happens to have the hash marks and the undefeated across the upper. All right. So how do you appease both parties? You raise the price slightly. Maybe they probably raise the price by about $10 to $20, give or take. Cause, for example, you're paying for a sneaker that is normally $190. You're paying for that sneaker. That sneaker ran you about $350. All right. One of the most expensive Jordans to release. So how do you justify that price markup? Well, it's a collaboration. It's a special piece. And we all know that special pieces are also limited. So they limit the Cause Jordan, I would probably assume, to something like 4,000 pieces, 5,000 pieces, if we're lucky. So 4,000 or 5,000 pieces. Now that's extremely limited. So hence drives up the resale price up to whatever number that it is. But can we say that it saves Nike and Jordan Brand or what have you? Does it save them as a whole? In my own opinion, I would probably say yes, because in many cases and in many collaborations, you have that price hike. So you have whatever Nike makes per piece, and then whatever in excess, let's say, may be paid towards the company, the collaborative company. And mind you, all of this is hypothetical. In many cases, most of it is just what I know about Nike, and not necessarily all factual. I try to give you guys as many facts as possible, and based on my business savvy, that's usually just about how a collaboration works. Now, again, okay, drop my damn toothpick, but yeah. So, do I think that it saves that it saves the company? Yes, more or less yes and no. So now I'm going to get to the yes and the no. Yes, it does, and no, it don't. So you're talking again, but remember, you have the perspective, you have an understanding, and kept in the back of your mind that, listen, this is an already billion-dollar company. There is nothing that they really need to do to be saved. They're the ones doing the saving. Now, a collaboration only brings attention to the company that they're collaborating with. Nike doesn't necessarily need the attention. Jordan Brand doesn't necessarily need the attention. It's really just niche products. All right. You have the Off-White collaboration with Jordan Brand. What was it? Maybe $20. The Air Jordan 1s was maybe $20 more. The Air Jordan 1s are normally $160. I believe that the Off-White Jordans were $180, something to that effect. The Off-White Vapor Max, however, received a $60 markup. And some other pieces definitely received a slightly bump in price. So I say that to say, again, that works on behalf of Virgil and the Off-White team, but Nike already makes their money off the rip. So a bump up doesn't really take away or add to Nike. The other portion, again, and I guess I answered both questions or addressed both issues in one. Does it hurt or offset Nike? No, it doesn't. Revenue is revenue. They make the money, and why? It's like if you get with a company like Off-White that's more up and coming than anything else. Off-White is only about, I'd say, maybe 4 or 5 years old. So I mean, it can only help a company like that. So, listen, what do you guys think? Do you think that collaborations with Nike and some of these other companies, does it work? Is it beneficial? Or is it just a hype for hype? Or hype for hypes? Listen, you let me know in the comment section below. Listen, if you dig in this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have not already, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Kicksgod, KIIXGOD. I am out of here. Until next time, peace.
Well, I guess, and the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just